Hi, it's Nettura. Welcome back to my video. First of all, if you hear bombs in the background, they're not bombs, they're fireworks. It's a tradition in my country. I can't control my surroundings. I'm so sorry. So, have you ever heard the notion? Okay, we're talking about a witchcrafty topic today. Have you ever came across the notion that you're not allowed to manifest on the full moon and you're not allowed to let things go or to do cord cuttings or any of these letting go rituals during the new moon? So I'm here to debunk that today because it's been urgent. I don't even know how to start this, how to get into this topic basically, but there are quite a bit of myths about it. So there are some spiritual people that believe that you're not allowed to manifest on the full moon and you're not allowed to do cord cuttings or let things go during the new moon. There are some people that believe that there's an exception for certain full moons. For example, the pink moon you can manifest in, the other one you can't, this you can, this you can't. I personally am one of the people that believes that you should do whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want, because it doesn't matter. Because I believe in the theory of, I don't even know what the theory is called, what the metaphysical law is called, okay? But it's basically the thing where if you go so far this way, you arrive at this way. Therefore, I don't believe that there are rules to rituals or manifesting. I don't believe that there are timing rules. Because if you feel like you need to let someone go and it's currently the new moon, then what are you going to do? Keep them in your life? Keep hindering yourself? Keep making yourself uncomfortable? No. If you really, really want something and you seem to need spiritual help in it and it's currently a full moon, what are you gonna do? Oh no, let me not ask. Let me not try. Let me rot in my misery because I can't have this thing because I'm 2 weeks away from it. What? Like, this sounds so fucking stupid to me. It's just plain ridiculous and actually illogical. Who made these rules? Who made these rules and why are they for? Aren't they for controlling people, for controlling the masses? Like, okay, call me paranoid, okay? I'm going a bit paranoid here, but like, genuinely, if you're a creative person and you like to work in a craft, then you do it however you make your own rules because you're the creator, you're the maker. I'm not saying that you're the omnipotent God in the sky, but you're the God of your own creation, of what you're birthing. That's what I'm trying to say. You make your own rules. The thing is, I had a really good flowing argument when I was trying to sleep, but now I'm not trying to sleep, so I kind of forgot like what I was going to. I forgot my script essentially because I make like little mental scripts. I kind of forgot it, so I'm gonna have to wing it on the spot. Please forgive me. I've personally had times where I've manifested during the full moon, and it worked. I've personally had times where I've let things go and done cord cuttings during a new moon, and it worked. So I don't understand. It's like what people say the rules are have never applied to me. And I believe that people try to follow these rules because they're like scared to do the wrong thing, because there's a lot of fear mongering, you know, like in the spiritual community, like don't manifest on the full moon because it's gonna come bad, it's gonna come wrongly. Well, if it comes bad and wrongly, then you didn't construct the portal accordingly. You did it wrongly. It's not about the time, it's about the doing, it's about the crafting. Like, for example, if you're trying, I'm going really far here, but if you're trying to curse somebody and you use rose petals, then you did it wrongly. You know what I mean? Unless you made your own magical formula where rose petals are used for evil. Then you have become the god of your own creation and you've made your own rules. So this is like the difference that I'm trying to say. Like these people, that these like witches and spiritualists that try to say that like this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, are the people that most don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And they're the most uneducated, uncreative, brain-dead people. They're cheap, literally, okay? Because the craft, art, painting, witchcraft, candle making, any of these things, there aren't rules for, you know? There aren't really rules of when you're supposed to do it, how you're supposed to do it. There's general advice, like for example, every time you do a spell, you should use salt. That's advice. But it's not a rule that if you don't use salt, then you've cursed the gods, you're committing blasphemy. There's a difference. And people take something and run with it so far and shame other people for not believing in their delusions or for not falling for their fear-mongering. I drank so much ice water because I'm sweating so much that now I have brain freeze. Oh my god, I feel like a little child. My personal theory is that the moon is there for energy. It controls the unconscious energy of, I don't know of what, living things. Not living things, actually. Things that hold water within them, right? Because moon works with water, it works with the tides. So the unconscious energy that's affected is in, mammals, or any animal that drinks water. Us humans, of course, because we're made of water. The sea, water itself. What else? Plants that hold water inside of them. Camels that store water in their backs. And they drink water like everyone else, but them especially, kind of like us humans. You know, this is what I believe in. That the position, not the position rather, but the illumination of the moon controls how heightened the psychic energy or unconscious energy, subconscious energy, whatever you want to call it, is. The level of it. So the moon is kind of there to be like, hey, this is how energized your unconscious is today. Use it wisely. There's no rules. Like, for example, if you're like broke as shit, cannot find a job, you're nearly homeless, then I will not, if I had to give you advice on when to host a spell, it wouldn't be during the new moon. It would be during the full moon. So you can maximize your unconscious brain in order to bring things in more strongly, to construct a stronger, more vivid kind of portal. So you'll know what's going to happen a bit more. If you, for example, I don't know, you kind of want something, but you're not sure about it, but you're like, I want to work for it anyways, work towards bringing it to me anyways, but I'm not sure if I don't really want it so bad, then I would give you the advice of, okay, work on it during the new moon, so that you're not really putting so much energy into it if you're not ready to commit to it so much just yet. This would be my advice. And I think that it's sound advice. I don't know if I'm biased because it's coming from me, it's coming from my mind, but I think this is way more sound advice than don't manifest on a full moon because it's gonna be bad and you're gonna die and your life's gonna be horrible, you know. And people genuinely think that this is good advice. People genuinely believe these people. I'm in awe for how controllable people are. Because this is ridiculous. And also, it's not even about how controlled people are, but it's rather they also kind of take advantage of people who are new to the craft. Because if you're new to the craft and you haven't studied moonology or astrology, or you've not studied physics and the tides of it very thoroughly, then you wouldn't really know how to distinguish between sound advice and delusion and fear-mongering. You wouldn't really know because you're not educated on the craft enough, on the specific part of the craft. You're not educated enough. So you will fall for these people's bullshit, and I think that's really terrible. I think it's miserable. Fucking low-key evil, man. Honestly, why do these people do this? I really hate people who just spew anything on TikTok just to get views, just to try to construct their account into something spiritual when sometimes you can just have a personal account and post whatever you want. You don't need to make your account strictly spiritual and then you go into, what do you call it, like you run out of ideas, right? Block, a creative block. So then you just start inventing random bullshit. Like, take a break, or I don't know, post another one of your interests, or say something else, talk about your day, talk about yourself, criticize something. Like, it really pisses me off. This was like a more of a personal rant, I think, but yeah, basically, when it comes to the moon, work whenever you want, and some things are actually better worked on during the sun, the when the sun's up, rather than when the moon's up. Like, for example, if you want a vitality spell, if you feel really fatigued, terrible, just like physically depressed, then I would not advise you to do an energy spell during the night. Because what's the point? You have to do that type of spell during the day. So there's a lot of these like other roads, other routes of thought, other schools of thought, kind of, that people don't take into account, and they just invent random shit and run with it, or believe random shit and run with it and put it onto other people. Like, if you're not educated, that's not on me, babe. That's not on me. And just because you're uneducated and fucking delusional doesn't mean you have the moral right to manipulate uneducated people into fear, into your spiritual psychosis. If you're going down, don't bring people down with you, kind of thing. But spiritually, I mean this. But yeah, that's my rant. That's the end of it. I'm so sorry for like coming off so strongly today, but I know it's more of like a short video, but I'm really passionate about this, and I don't know, it's been pissing me off for a really long time, to be honest. And also, it's not only like the people on TikTok that I've seen have this fear-mongering mentality about the moon and whatever, but also people I've met in real life. Like, I had two people in my life that practiced witchcraft. Not only two people, like two particular people, I mean, in my life, who practice witchcraft and like are pagan and stuff like that, that had these like held these really fear-mongering beliefs about the moon and about the illumination of it, and they kind of tried to put it on me, because they were like, well, you're uneducated because you don't know that if you manifest on this moon, your life's gonna fall apart. When I was like, well, I did that and my life didn't fall apart, actually. I'm fine. I've been fine, actually. Like, it's you're not the god of other people's crafts. There are no rules. You make your own rules. Like, break out. This is like Plato's cave all over again, I will never stop referencing that thing, because genuinely, like, a lot of people are stuck in that mentality of being in the cave and seeing one sun ray and thinking that they're outside.
Please remember, this is a full moon. We do not manifest in a full moon. We banish, we release, we renew in a full moon. Please don't let these people tell you to manifest in a full moon. You release in a full moon.
I can guarantee by now you're getting all of your full moon videos popping up on your feed, going, do this, do that. And you're like, what do I actually do? It's so confusing. So I'm going to break it down for you with 3 do's and 3 don'ts for this full moon on the 9th of August. And if you haven't been here before, my name's Gail, I'm a 𝓗𝓪 and I give information to beginners on their witchcraft practice. So give me a follow, but definitely save this one because it's useful for any full moon. The full moon is an epic time to cleanse and charge all of your tools, your crystals, your tarot decks. So make sure you cleanse them, get them out on the full moon, but don't stick them outside if the weather feels off. If the weather's a bit funky, it could then absorb the energetic funkiness of the weather. So do get them out if it's a full moon. Don't get them out if the weather's a bit off. So do really focus on all of the things you want to release and let go. Be that physical, emotional, write it down, burn that shit, let it all go. But do not manifest on a full moon. This energy is all about letting go. So make sure you don't do any new manifestations on a full moon. Leave that till the new moon. And then do really ground yourself. Think about self-care, drink water, eat good food.
But anyways, that was that. If you like me, if you like my style, if you enjoy my arguments, and you, what is my bang doing? You align with my morals, or I don't know, you like the topics I talk about, or you're interested in opening your mind a little bit more to break free from the cave, then you're very welcome to like my videos, to subscribe, to follow me on TikTok, whatever you want, whatever. It's linked in my channel description. Yeah, everything's linked over there. Yeah, okay, goodbye. I love you. Have a great day, night, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are in the world. I love you. And don't forget to drink your water, even though it gave me brain freeze. Goodbye. It's giving doe. I didn't really mean to do a doe, a deer thing, but I guess that's what I've done. And hello, Venus. Okay, goodbye. Mwah.